not man enough. Are you kidding me?
Explain. Everybody, I am Stefan. You guys are all beautiful. These are my two buddies over here. Well, right now they are. They might not be after this show, but I'm really happy that you guys are all here. And I think you can stream it. I see some icons on top, but stream it. Put it on your platform. Share the love. You're going to get to know them. You're going to rant with me. I never do these shows live anymore. I don't know why, but we're going to talk a little bit. All millions of people that love Adika, now's your chance. Well, check it out. You can hate me. Everyone hates Adika. It all starts now. Don't touch that dial.
With Stefan and all his friends.
Welcome back, everybody. How professional is that? I think we just lost.
You have the second best theme song, but you know who's number one?
I think we just lost our guest, but he'll be coming back in here.
Darren has the best theme song, so I was trying to give him a compliment. I mean,
he has a good one. Well, you know what, everybody? This is Chuck Shoot. He's my buddy. He has a great podcast.
Yes. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, no, host Chuck Shoot podcast. You know, he's a clean version of me, but behind the scenes,
hey, I'm not clean. Suck my dick, motherfucker. What? I can swear.
In that case, everyone. Now I just got banned from this guy. Anyway, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Hey, check it out, Chuck.
Yes,
we're gonna support each other. We're gonna love each other, and I want my subscribers to subscribe to your channel and Darren's channel.
I think we're going to lose some subscribers, but it's going to be fun. I mean, this is what I always say: shoot for the moon, or you go down in flames. So let's go down in flames today. Fuck it.
I lost a big fan, Debbie Muller. I loved her. She doesn't like me anymore. I don't know what happened. I said, the biggest. She was queen of Adikaville. I don't know what I did wrong.
I want you two to make up. I wish
she hates me.
She's
mad at you.
It's
a new show. Everyone hates Adika.
No, she's mad at you. There's a difference, I think.
What I do? What did I do?
You know what you did.
What did I? You tell me.
You disrespected her.
How?
I don't. She can tell you. I'm not going to speak for her.
Where did I disrespect her? I want my forum to get along. I want a forum of all my patrons and everybody to get along and laugh.
I want everyone to get along too.
I want everybody to get along.
Me too. Why are you fuzzy? Or are you? Why is your connection? Is that on your end too, or is it just my end?
It might be.
Am I fuzzy to you?
I'm pretty good right now. It's not showing bad connection here.
Okay. Shit. I hope it's not my connection.
Let's get to talk a little bit here. Everybody, this is Chuck Shoot, and I'm going to bring my buddy Darren over here. That's
Darren,
right.
Darren,
let's bring him in here right now into the hot seat. Darren,
we already offended him.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me. Longtime fan of you two. Do I have to still be nice, or can I stop being nice?
You know what? I'm going to rant and rave. I got there's the comments right here. Mitch Weissman in the house. What happened to the other two guys? Mitch Weissman, you're rocking the badge. I love you. I love you. Tara, there she is rocking the badge. I miss it too, Tara. What the hell happened? What? Hold on. Let me talk to Tara. What happened? Come on.
Sidebar here.
Tell her to come back, little Sheba. I just want everybody to get along. Everybody, get along. Anyway, there's my friends. They're back. All right, you guys. Talking to the people here. Right here. Hey, Kevin. How you doing, Kevin? I know you. Are you subscribed to my channel, Kevin? Ask Chuck why he ghosted me. Seriously, I don't know. That's you know what? Are you sending nude pictures of yourself, Kevin? Be careful out there, right? What are you doing, Kevin? How could you get ghosted? I'm the one that gets ghosted. What are you doing? We just stop, Kevin. Stop it. Chuck loves you. I don't know your story. Buy a Chucky doll. What do you want from me? What am I, a therapist? Join Patreon. $10, and I'll tell you what you want to hear. Goodbye. All right. Goodbye. Anyway. All right. Don't be so serious. Hey, really quick, I got something to say to Darren. Darren, really quick. Besides doing all your interviews, how do you feel just talking to me today? You know,
I'm speaking with a legend.
You are speaking with a legend, huh? You are.
When we go through your discography, being sincere for a second, you played with some of my all-time favorite artists. There's a lot of stories about you. You're kind of infamous in a great way. You're one of those people who, even though you've lived in LA for decades, you still have the New York accent. So credit to you on that one. And do we keep the compliments going, or are you maxed out now?
No. I like it. It's like I'm getting interviewed on your show. I love it. There's Laura Ross. But hey, Laura, how you doing? Look at her, Laurel. She's one of the people here. And you guys go check out my friend's show. Subscribe to their channel. It's great to see everybody here, my people. Sylvia Foster, nice to see you. Janine, nice to see you. Say hello to everybody. Kevin, you need my help. Nice to see you. I'm glad I could help you, Kevin. You like that, Chuck? I'm helping everybody. Zandra's here. Love you, Zandra. You gotta say hello to people. Oh, my thing just froze up. Where's Zandra? There she is. A legend in his own mind. I did do a lot of stuff. Mind you, I don't even have a picture. Do I have pictures of the people I've done with? Does it make a difference? It doesn't make a difference. But there's a connection really quick. You actually wrote a book about one of the greatest lead singers of all time. Back in the day, this guy was infamous. He was incredible. He was one of the and I got the jam with his guitar player.
Yes.
You have a book, and everybody right now in my links, if you guys all go in the links down below, you could buy his book on Amazon. It's right here. This is the book, How David Lee Roth Changed the World, DLR book. All right, Darren had.
It's a very good book. Yeah, I had Darren on my show. We talked about it. It's very thorough. If you are even a casual fan or if you're a diehard fan, you will learn something.
Really, I want to learn. I got some questions for you, Darren. And Darren, are we allowed to really talk and rant here? Can we? Do you mind like ranting with me a little bit? And we go a little crazy off the wall. You wrote this book about David Lee Roth. You don't mind, do you? There's nobody watching. We're among friends here.
I'm a 95 to 98% open book. If we say the word allegedly and supposedly and an anonymous source, if you use that kind of verbiage, we can be more frank. But until you start saying allegedly a lot of times, then we have to be very, I don't know. I can't confirm. You have to do that kind of stuff.
Well, teach me how to speak like you. Teach me how to speak human. Will you? Can you help? You look like you're sick. Darren, you look like you have a cold. Do you have a cold, Darren? Are you okay?
Yes, I do, but it's great to be here. And
you're sick? Do you really have a cold? Do you really? Yeah. The hell with him. We don't need. We need to catch.
What'd you do? You got rid of
do we need to catch anything? He's got the heebie-jeebies. I'm a hypochondriac.
Wait, so tell me
get something through the mic or something with this maniac. Why would you tell me to bring a sick guy on the show? Huh? Why? No,
how do you have that Woody Allen accent? You've been living in LA for decades.
Oh man, I didn't. His Uncle Jeff is here. Hey, hi everyone. Love to see everyone in the chat line. The only one and the only stuff in the dig. Uncle Jeff, always good to see you. Hope you and Kathy are doing great. Great to see people here. Really quick, all joking aside, everybody that's here watching, Darren's show is really wonderful. He interviews everybody. I mean, people.
He got Jason Biggs. The guy who fucked the pie. That was awesome.
He's got the people from Power. He has
the best theme song too. You have the good theme song, Dika, but Darren's is like better. Is like you're number 2. He's number 1 with theme songs.
The theme song, the credit goes to Steve Schiltz from the band Long Wave and Blue October and all that. And my wife joking about something, and those became the lyrics. And
even my girlfriend is like, it will be singing along to the theme song when I watch your show.
Yeah, really? You have a great theme. I had Jesse on. Greg, you have to subscribe to my channel, and you can check it out.
Yeah, he did your show. He didn't do my show. He turned me down.
You know what? We're going to talk about people who reject us. I say we rant and rave. Let's talk about the people who are jerk offs. Let's talk about the people we like. And I don't give a crap. But the only thing I do, it's like Debbie Mulva. Come back. What's the matter? What did I do? I've made a joke. Come on. Anyway, look, and over here, would you stop it, Kevin? Stop being Mark David Chapman. Just relax a second over here. Relax. Don't call Chuck. Don't you know you don't call we're like superheroes, Kevin. Hold on, let me help you, Chuck.
Oh Jesus,
Kevin, we're like superheroes. You don't call. That's against the rule. And Chuck was probably just being nice. If you called me, I might come to your house and strangle you. So stop the nonsense. Allegedly.
You did it well there.
That was perfect.
I mean, come on. Anybody wants to come after me? I'm tattooed.
Oh, speaking of Brooklyn, last night, congrats on your cousin playing Carnegie Hall.
Oh, Dice Clay. You know what? I got a text from him. Yeah, I didn't call her.
Wait, are you guys actually related?
Yes. Wink.
Oh,
Remember?
allegedly.
That's his
Allegedly.
cousin. Yeah.
Andrew called me. He got to play Connie Control. I owe him a phone call. He's gonna get very mad at me, and I'll get a lot of long texts. But you know what?
You should have him calling right now. And Darren is a big fan.
Hold on, Andrew. Congratulations. I'm gonna call you, but I got to do this show first. Come on. I'm like, you know me. I got nothing going on. Nothing. Now I gotta get back to the show. All right, everybody. Okay, back to the show. All right, now back to the show. Everybody, I'm here. Thank you for all being here. Make sure you give us all a thumbs up and write in the comments down below. And just don't call us on the telephone unless you're related. All right.
Oh, he just left us? Now we're doing a show?
His energy, I don't know how he does that. I don't ever get that wired. Kudos to him for having that much.
And he
energy.
doesn't do drugs. That's the best part.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a stand-up comedian 5 minutes before they go on stage. It's that kind of manic energy.
Right.
Yeah, kudos to him and the great people who support and love Stefan.
I just kicked myself out. Sorry about that.
That was
everybody.
hilarious.
Stefan.
Yeah, I just kicked
Took over
myself
the
out.
show. That
Okay,
reminds me of Wayne's World, where like Wayne leaves and then they zoom in on Garth and he's
Okay, I got a lot of stuff in here. I got a lot of screens open, so forgive me. This is a live show. Usually we're edited. I'm off my game a little bit, but let's really talk. Xandra, Jeff, day 3, 4, 5, 6. LOL. I do get to say, what's this person say? What is read that? Read the comments. Can you read?
That's my girlfriend. She said I do get that theme song stuck in my head.
That's your girlfriend.
Yeah, she's validating Darren's theme song.
That's your girlfriend? That's the girl who sends me pictures late at night? That's her? That's her?
That's her. That's the one.
Darren, you have any pictures of your wife that I could look at?
When I said that I was 95 to 98% open book, let's keep her out of it, okay?
Allegedly.
You got to have fun. We're going to talk about your book. Your podcast is wonderful. You have a lot of great. You had Mary J. Blige, you had Tommy Lee on your show, right?
Oh, the Tommy Lee. I'm
so jealous. I am so jealous.
He tried to hook me up, and I tried, and they said no. He doesn't want to do your shitty show. But Darren tries. He's helped me a lot.
You know what? Darren. You're like the Messiah, man. I bow down to you. Me, you. Let me tell you.
I don't think it's. Here's the deal. I think that we're all comparable in terms of popularity. Some of us are better than others in terms of the interviewing. You two are better interviewers than me, but I don't think that you follow up as much as I do. I don't think you set the goals and bug the PR people as much as I do. And that's why I get some of the occasional superstars. Every now and then it's, hey, are you available in 6 minutes? And you go, yeah. And then you do it and you just luck out because someone else canceled or no-showed. Well,
you're good at that. You're good at like just fly by the seat of your pants, not having to prep. And it's like you've been, doing this for 20 years, which you have. So
yeah. I mean, like for better and for worse, no two interviews of mine are the same for better and for worse. And some of them are just dumpster fires. And then some of them, you immediately realize that is a Van Halen fan. We're going to get along just fine. Or this is a closet wrestling fan. We're going to be
no two interviews are the same. But what is the line that you always say? Adika, you said it the other day, and I started cracking up because I go, he does say that a lot.
Oh, the line that he says, he goes, I said it before, but I said it wrong.
It's like, how's your day going besides having to talk to me or something?
But he does it more like, let's do all Darren imitations. He's more like this. He's more like, he stands up, I have like Mickey Mouse pajamas on the bottom here. Look at me. Look. He stands up and he goes, so Chuck, how's your day going besides talking to people like me all day?
Yeah, that's it. That's the line.
And then he does a little like this. Yes, he's very like polite, like he's nice. And then I watch his show. I go, what the fuck's wrong with me? I can't be as nice as this guy. He's very like, oh, so let me just ask you now, and he does like one of these. So how's your day going? Like besides talking to people like me all day, how's your day going?
Don't you realize that like more than half of the people doing interviews with you hate doing interviews? I would say less than half of them, I couldn't tell you if it's 49% or 2%, go, this is cheaper than therapy. Rather than having to go to therapy, I'm just getting to talk about myself and my problems, and there's that. Yeah. So the ones who hate doing press have their wall up, and then on top of that, they have a publicist watching you on the Zoom call.
You get
and
that, huh?
1% of the time, they have the publicist chatting things at you while you're doing that, and they're giving you questions to ask them, and they're horrible. Like there is this, I don't know if I should say her name, but this actress slash model slash fitness influencer who's pretty well known. Her publicist chats at me while we're doing it. Please compliment her on how great she looks for her age. That way she can work in the product tie-in. And you're going like, isn't that creepy? But they're telling me I have to do that.
And how would you? So like, you look hot for an old chick. Like, what do you say?
Can you say who the girl is? I want to look at her now.
I'll tell you off mic. How's that? And then we'll allegedly, it might have been that interview. How's that?
Does she have a lot of viewers, like subscribers?
Yeah. This is a really famous person.
She's really famous. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, I
curious.
had to, because sometimes you're at the mercy of the talent handlers or the flacks, and you have to play the game. So I play the game a lot of the time. Occasionally it gets me in trouble, but I'm still getting interview offers, and here we are.
People, I guess, you know what, you got to be very careful what you say. Do you feel like, both you guys, and I'll go Darren first, do you feel like you have to water yourself down, like you can't say the real things you want to say in the interviews, or just like some of the questions you hold back?
Sometimes, but I feel like when I tell them outright, how do you feel aside from having to do interviews with people like me? That's kind of a wink to go, hey, I know you have to do this and you don't want to do this, so let's play fine and let's play fun. And then I think that brings out a personality that makes them not disarmed, but more pleasant and more happy to be there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I try to make it more conversation. Like I'll take some bullet points, and what I do, because Chuck really goes deep. He like researches, and to be honest with you, I give two craps about it. I want the people to, you know what? Because it's like, how many times do you guys talk to a band that's really completely pure horse shit, but you gotta find something about the band that intrigues you?
Well, that's the key. That's why I do the research, because I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm not a huge fan of this new record they put out, but there's got to be something they've done that I'm interested. I mean, if they have a fan base, if they don't have a fan base, I'm not a fan, then I'm not going to have them on my show. So there's got to be something there. And so, like, I just had Jack Russell on. Yeah. And I didn't know. He told me that he was offered to sing in Dawkins. I was like, what? Like that blew my mind. There was a bunch of things like that. I find the history really fascinating with some of these guys.
You know what? And Jack's a legend. I saw Jack at the Ritz with Guns N' Roses opening up. They played the double show. I was at both shows. I'm actually Jack is coming on my show with Alan Niven.
That's going to be a good one
on Tuesday. Alan Niven I made a friendship with him. And for people who don't know who Alan Niven was Great White and Guns N' Roses manager. And Guns N' Roses couldn't even get arrested. Alan did the Welcome to the Jungle video, and he had to ride it on a Great White like video. Yeah, people wouldn't play. MTV did not want to play Guns N' Roses, but if Alan promised them Great White, they were going to let them in the door. And because of a deal he did, Sweet Child of Mine, they let it slip through. They were going to be nothing. And Great White was the key to open the door for GNR.
Did you know too? Like Jack told me this, or I think I heard this, and we kind of talked about it on my podcast. But he gave his demo, or Axl Rose gave his demo to Jack Russell, and Jack Russell goes, "Oh, the vocals are good, but your band sucks." And then it's funny because Jack Russell's new project is with him and Tracy Guns. And I think if I did the math right, I think that demo was Tracy Guns. And I think Axl, that might have been part of the reason that he booted Tracy. Obviously, Tracy's gotten probably a lot better now. He's a great guitar player, but it's just interesting. And I guess that really pissed off Axl. And they used to have these Guns N' Roses brunches where it was like Guns N' Roses and Great White with Alan every Sunday or something. And Jack was asking Axl, like, what did I do to you? And he's like, oh, you don't remember when I gave you that demo? That really pissed me off. So you should ask him about that.
You know what? Yeah, well, I have Alan too, who had a relationship with him. So it'll be a pretty fun interview. I have a couple of people coming on this show, and I do it in my members only, unedited. I had a great one, Prince Stash, which I'm airing today, a clip of it, and tomorrow another one, but there's 2 hours. And this guy, man, he's incredible. He was friends with Brian Jones. He met the Stones in 1965. He was in a band with Vince Taylor. If you guys don't know who Vince Taylor is, he was the reason David Bowie wrote Ziggy Stardust. Bowie was into Vince Taylor. He was like a rockabilly guy who had a nervous breakdown in the 60s, would walk around afterwards looking like Eddie Cochran, but dressed like Jesus. He had a total nervous breakdown. So Bowie, do you know about him, Darren? Do you know about this guy?
Yeah, I may or
Vince
may not
Taylor?
have lived with his stepdaughter.
What's that?
I may or may not have lived with David Bowie's stepdaughter once upon a time. I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
So Vince Taylor, the musician in the band was a guy named Prince Stash, who has the biggest TikTok now. He's 81 years old, but Stash was friends with Brian Jones. I mean, his story is crazy. Went out with Tyrone Powers, girl Anita Pallenberg, who was Keith Richards' wife. He knew Anita before. His stories are crazy. And if you guys want to see that, go join my members only. But I'm doing clips and I edited and whatever. But anyway, a lot. You guys, we all have great people, and then I try to go for some oddballs that we're not all getting, because it's like I do an interview, Chuck does, Darren does. It's all the same. We're asking the same questions. It's like, where do we get it different and all that. But now I want to rant. I want to rant a little bit.
Okay.
I need to know who shun you guys and that you can't stand their publicists. Tell me.
I mean, how much time do you have?
I have a lot. There's a lot. I got shunned by Mike Tramp. I give two shits for him. I got shunned by this guy. You believe it? Mike Tramp.
If
Mike
Tramp,
Tramp.
if we're thinking about the same Mike Tramp publicist,
White Lion. I got shunned.
he's a very good guy, but he has too much to do because Frontiers puts out too many records. So here he is scheduling all these media days. I have empathy for him. There's certain publicists I have zero empathy for. But Mike Tramp's publicist is a good guy.
Who's the publicist?
John?
Get out of here. Good guy. The guy shuns me all the time. And who these people, half these acts, they couldn't even draw flies to a gig.
I look at it with a very different perspective here.
No. Look at me. I'll never get nobody's, but I don't care. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm so done with kissing ass. I refuse to do it anymore. And I'm all about getting the big names. I don't want to talk to a musician who I walked on stage with. Well, Tracy Guns is my friend and L.A. Guns is his band, but I was in a band with him. But what I mean, I don't want to talk to guys who played like the same level. Like, who gives me a hard time lately? I'm going to go rant now. I love John Corabi, but John Corabi's in that bullshit band, the Dead Daisies. And let me be honest with you.
I didn't say that. I'm
saying it. I'm allegedly. That band, okay, is run allegedly from a rich guy. Guy. Okay. These guys that he's getting in the band, they just, it's not like a real band. Like,
okay, can I say this more eloquent? I can't even speak eloquently than you are. Is that okay, Adika?
Go ahead.
Okay. There's a certain percentage of bands out there that are loss leaders, where it is somebody's trust fund or somebody's inherited wealth, and they go, here are my toys, and then they hire their favorite musicians and they play in a band. And there's a lot of these out there. That's not the only one of those.
Really?
But I do think that his talent that he chooses is great. I mean, did you ever see the Jim Irsay band?
Never heard of Jim Irsay.
Jim Irsay owns the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that name sounds familiar. Okay, yeah. He has a band?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he has a band, and it's a revolving lineup. So when the wife and I saw him at a private gig in New York, his band was Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Kenny Aronoff. There's other people not named in the band.
What does Jim do?
I'd rather go to sleep.
He what?
Oh, he sings.
He sings? Is he any good?
He loves music.
And wait, hold on, Darren. I love music too. Can he sing? Yes or no?
I think that his love of the arts and his support of the arts.
That's a no.
I think this is the show that people really want to see. They want to see a real show. Everybody.
But I haven't named everyone in the band.
All right, tell me the names.
Oh,
Mike Mills from REM.
Okay.
Natalie Merchant.
What?
And then
He's like the backup singer?
Merchant sang lead on a couple of songs with her co-vocalist from her regular band. A couple Mellencamp people were there as well. And
Why doesn't he just hire these people and just sit back and have a beer and watch it? Why does he have to get up on stage and embarrass himself?
Billionaires are going to do what billionaires want to do. That's the reality.
You know, but hey, there you go. You know that band?
Who's that?
I don't know. I'm setting up my videos. Darren, go
What's
ahead.
that?
I'm setting up video. I'm about to. Darren's got me crazy. I'm going.
Was that you playing bass?
No, get the hell. Do I look like a caveman? Get out. Come on, stop.
I saw like 1 second.
I'm putting videos together here. I'm putting a show. This is how I do it.
He's a multitasker. But
Darren, tell your story. I'm sorry.
Well, there's a lot of vanity projects, and when you dig, did you ever hear that one called Liberty and Justice?
No, yeah, how about that? There he is. You know this band? You know that
was
band?
that Grand Funk?
No, that was Dead Daisies. That's Brian Tichy, great drummer. The band, let me tell you, Dead Daisies, they got great musicians in the band.
Yeah, how many bands is Tichy in?
What's that?
How many bands is Tichy in? Because he's in that. Last time I checked, he was in Don Felder's band. Wasn't he in and out of Whitesnake regularly? Then he's on
the Idol he played with. He played with me with Eddie Van Halen.
Did he allegedly get fired from Dead Daisies? Allegedly?
I don't know the story. I don't know nothing. Chuck, everybody hates Adika. That's right. You know
I got to go back to Karabi because I love Karabi.
I like Karabi too.
Karabi with the crew.
Karabi's not allowed to talk to me anymore.
Really? He's that mad at you?
Because I went and I did a show and they got a leak in their camp and they're trying to blame everybody else. But the real reason is there's a leak in their camp. And I happen to allegedly heard something and I allegedly said something and I allegedly upset everybody. And you know what, Darren, don't get me started. Your face makes me want to rant.
It was not me. I did not.
You just got that look that makes me go crazy. You're a private eye, aren't you? You're a licensed private eye.
Well, hey, let's go back. My experience with some of these junkets is the publicist doesn't like you and blackballs you or blocks you. And then they change publicists a year or 2 or 3 later. And then they have no knowledge of that. I remember Modest Yahoo, the 3rd or 4th time I interviewed him, the publicist was steamed at me for something I didn't do that they did. And I thought, okay, never going to work with them again. And then last week they said, hey, do you want to speak to Modest Yahoo? And I went, okay. Well, I'm not going to tell them what happened. And I posted it and they loved it. So I think that sometimes it's a very short memory for what you did or didn't do.
Or you think that they're mad at you or something, but really it's just they're busy or they forgot or so. It's like, I think it's all in our heads. I don't think any of it makes sense. Like, because I see other people, they turn me down or they ignore me and then they do a smaller, crappier show. And I'm like, well, why did you do that show? That guy's got like half my subscribers and nobody likes him. But it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know either. And that's the funny thing. I got over 11,000 subscribers and Mike Tramp do somebody with 200 subscribers. Hey, here's somebody that used to love me and hates me. Hey, good to see you. I think that's the person that talks bad about me, that everybody leaves my show. Yeah, if that's the right, if it's not, then I'm sorry. I'm going after everybody. I don't care. Chuck.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I'm crazy. Mental breakdown.
Anyway, stir the pot up.
Because I used to have a couple of fans that like my show, and honestly, they don't like the show. Just to let you know, they just want attention, or they want a place where they could feel important. It's almost like OnlyFans. It's like you got they'll pay to be part of your world and your Patreon, and you think that they're loving your show, and you feel like, oh wow, I'm doing something really good. When you realize these people, half of them watching, they're not loving your show. They just need attention. And get a fucking dog. All right, that's what I have to say to those people. Right? Look at him. Look at him. He loves my humor. You love my humor. Look, he's turning red. Look, he's so nice. He won't say it. Darren, wait a second. How many lunatic fans bother you that you just want to say, get a fucking dog? Ever?
Well, I'll give you the real
allegedly.
Allegedly. At the beginning of promoting this book, it was all positive. And then in the last 3-4 weeks, some stuff I said about Dave and Van Halen rubbed people the wrong way. And they do what do you know? You don't know anyone. You don't know anything. And it's like, okay, I didn't spend 3 years writing this book and talking. You're right. I don't know anything. And it's wrestling fans are like that. A percentage of Van Halen fans are like that. Kiss fans, a percentage of them are like that. So there's always going to be a percentage of irrational people who just don't think and don't do their research.
Oh, wait,
and-
what did you say that pissed people off? I didn't hear.
I
about
love
this.
it. No, you're such a lovable guy.
Hardly.
Look at you.
Hardly.
You're like Mr. Love over there. You're like, really? They should. I wish I could learn like you. Me, I know how to chase them all away. I chase them all away. Look how happy, even sick, you look lovable. Okay, we're going to talk about this really quick. He's a lovable
Wait,
guy.
what did you say? I want to know what happened.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Watch this.
Uh,
Everybody, I put links. I want you
teasers.
guys to check out the book.
Thank
It's
you.
How David Lee Roth Changed the World. It's the David Lee Roth book. You're a PI. You're a private eye. You know a lot of stuff, right? You know things allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
Let's be honest, right? This book. How long it took you to write this book? Allegedly,
It's like 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years, and you probably found a lot of stuff out about Roth, didn't you?
Yeah, and I didn't put everything that I learned because I allegedly don't want to get sued, even though I allegedly verified all of those things. It's more of the positive stuff about Dave is in the book. It's not talking about the scandalous stuff so much, but it's factual.
But scandal is good. I'm a Jew. I like scandal. I need to know, and I'm about to rant. Look, I'm going after people. I'm begging old people that left me. That I want them to come back. The other people that didn't leave me, I could give two craps if they ever come back. And the people that love me, I want them. I want scandal. If you hang with a Dika, you'll lose 20 subscribers and you'll get scandal.
I don't want that in DLR world.
Well, let
I
me ask you a
don't-
question. Do you want to party or fuck around?
Isn't that synonymous? Isn't that the same thing?
I don't know.
I'm losing you right there. What
I
are you
know.
talking
I'm trying to throw you off the guard right now. Okay, right now, I want to look at this. This is from Chuck Shute. The fans are writing to him. This is what they're doing. Read that out. Read that right there, Darren. Can you read that?
To me, it always seemed like Dave Roth tried a little too hard to convince everyone that he was straight. If you get my drift. Okay.
What's going on there? What is that?
I mean,
Does he
there's
like the
two.
schmeckle? Does Roth like the schmeckle? Nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm not into it, but you know what? I'm married.
I'm not here to. I'm going to answer in directly / indirectly with that. I'm not here to say what his sexual preferences are, but
Chuck
he
wants
does
to
have a
know.
lot of people under non-disclosures, and I don't trust people who have their whole staffs and all that under non-disclosures, because if you weren't doing anything wrong, why are you can't take criticism, or what's the deal with that? What do you think about that?
Wait, what did Eddie Van Halen tell you about Roth?
Me?
Yeah, 'cause you know
Allegedly,
Van
he's not
Halen-
here. I can't talk. Allegedly, look, he's laughing, Darren.
That's-
Allegedly,
you-
why
you
should I
worked
tell
with Van
Darren a
Halen-
scoop?
You worked with Eddie Van Halen at the backyard
did.
party,
I
and didn't
did.
he tell you some things about David Lee Roth?
I don't know if I should share with Darren. He doesn't want to say nothing. He's like Mr. Clean. I don't want to upset him.
Well, I want to
not-
know. The people want to know.
The guy is like Mr. I offend everybody. Darren will never come back on my show again. I think we should.
Oh,
do
for
the-
you, I will. I would just will have more coffee than you.
Hold on. I know. Hey, by the way, I'm glad you mentioned that, because everybody watching, if you like good coffee mugs, they're in my store. Please buy them. I need your help. I don't want to live in a tent. My wife has a job, and all I have is you, the ones that I didn't chase away. Now back to our show. Okay, so
That's
anyway,
pretty nice tents in Seattle, though.
you got nice tents, but I'm Jewish. Come on, I shouldn't be living like this. No offense to any Jews out there. I was really bar mitzvah in Israel. And
You know,
please,
Darren's a Jew too, right? You guys are outnumbering me.
I know you're Jewish, huh? We're both
Yeah.
circumcised. Hey, see, look at that. Look at. Wait till your wife gets a hold.
Yeah.
When should we
I'm
do
trying
another
to
show like this
describe
again?
what you are. It's kind of
We-
like
Isn't David Lee Roth a Jew too?
3 Jews and a Goyim. This is great.
Oh, I'm the only Gentile in this
We could
conversation.
do 3 Jews and a Goyim. Me, you, and Roth and Chuck over here, and we'll shoot for the moon. Whoa! Oh, shoot for the moon. Oh, bing in the
oh
eye.
wow,
Oh my
wow.
God, mazel and love. Oh,
I'm
over there.
exhausted.
I know you're Cindy. I
losing
love you, Cindy. She got
listeners.
my badge. I love you, Cindy. I gotta say hello to everybody who's a member of my channel. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. And will you guys all tell everybody that I love them? And hold on. Tell Debbie Mulder I miss her. Back to our show. Okay, now. Anyway, look at you. Come on. Look, at least you're having a good time. You're sick. You hang with me. I'm good for something. Wait, hold on one more second. What's the guy's name that called that? Oh, Kevin, I know I'm lovable, but just subscribe to my channel. Don't call me. And if you call me, I'll block you. Okay, back to the channel. Okay. So anyway, over here. Tell the story again. Xandra wants to know. I need to get a producer. Should we do once a month? Us guys get together on a Friday like this. Would you guys? If the people out there, if you want to see us again, let me know. I could do Friday rants with these guys. Let us know. Let us know. Okay, now back to the book. Darren has a book. Links are in the description. I want dirt. I want scandal. What scandal did you find out being a private eye that you couldn't put in there? But give me a little taste, a sliver. Come on, like we're at a deli. Give me a taste.
Are you doing the Howard Stern whisper on purpose?
No. I'm not even trying to. I'm being me. I wasn't even thinking Stern, but I'll take that as a compliment. Now give me a little.
You have to start going, Maron.
Yeah, I can't do that. But give me.
Who's going to ride the Sibian then if we're doing Stern stuff?
Come on.
Yeah, I think that with Roth, the way that I approach this book is you don't just believe what he said in the one interview. So you kind of had to do the thing where, how did he say it or describe it in 85? Then you find what he said on Howard Stern in 91 or 96. Then you find what he said 10 to 15 years later about the same exact thing. And then you talk to the other people who were in the room about what they remembered. So in other words, you still don't know the truth. You might know less about David Lee Roth as a result of reading this book, because you start to go, is this true? Is that true? And is that true? Because those things all feed into each other. So, writing the book, it's kind of a mix of interviews that I did with people straight to the source, archival Roth stuff, and public documents, government documents that you can kind of pull, like his EMT license, his helicopter pilot's license, corporate documents on when Van Halen closed or opened different entities. I was able to find out that we talk about the Sam and Dave tour from '02 like it was this big disaster and they had this falling out. But the reality is, it was supposed to go about 18 months. They did have a joint corporation for the two of them. It was supposed to go to other countries, but Sammy and Dave don't talk about that. So with Roth, and this is, I'll pause after the sentence, the most interesting stuff is generally the stuff that they don't talk about, the stuff that almost happened or started and stopped.
Okay.
And check this out. This is from Wikipedia. It says Roth has never married. He dated actress Apollonia Kotera in the 1980s.
Apollonia.
Okay, whatever. In 2013 interview, he said he had 4 great
Apollonia with Prince, right? Was that Apollonia Princess?
Okay.
He's so young. He doesn't. The guy has no hair on his balls.
I remember.
He doesn't. He's the guy. He's young. He's young. He doesn't know Apollonia.
Let me finish in this part.
Hold on. How many times have you been in a shower alone, Darren, and think of Apollonia? Be honest. I won't tell you.
0?
Oh, come on, you liar. All right, back to Chuck. Go ahead, Chuck.
No, it says in a 2013 interview, he said he had 4 great loves in his life, but would not name any of them out of respect for his privacy. He said during the 20 years of Van Halen, he slept with every pretty girl with 2 legs.
I could tell you. Can I interrupt now? Yeah. David Lee Roth, when you mentioned when he was living in New York City, I remember that time. Ryan Roxy, who's in Alice Cooper's band, we were living together. We were in a band together. This is right around the time before I moved to Los Angeles with Ryan to play in Gilby's band. There was a model named Karen Bernstein that was really pretty. And I was like crazy about this model. And that time I had a girlfriend and I was living with this girl, but I wanted to be with this chick. I remember this. I could talk about my affairs. I'm like an open book. I have nothing to hide anymore. I just, you know what happened? Look, he wants to know. Don't make me cry right now, kid. I'm in the middle of a show. What's wrong with you? Hold on. Sorry, you guys. What is wrong with you, kid? It's like I'm telling the story. You got to really depress me? Come on, stop. She doesn't like me anymore. What else do you hear? Here, kid. You happy? Go. Everyone hates Adika. All right, now back to.
What happened? Now I'm the show? What happened?
No, you're the show. Look at Darren. Darren's going crazy. Anyway, I was at the Palladium with Ryan Roxy. I'll never forget this. Roth was dating Karen Bernstein. Karen Bernstein went out with John F. Kennedy. She went out with everybody. I got the chance to sleep next to her in a place in the Village after I was with my leather pants, Guns N' Roses boots, cowboy boots, long hair. I look like a real monster. I look at the red hair. I look like the red monster from Bugs Bunny with leather pants. Like a real idiot I was walking around. But I got this. She was a model with me, a schmuck from Brooklyn. And what did I do? I laid in that bed next to her. And when she told me she went out with John F. Kennedy, I just, like a corpse. I slept like this with my leather pants on and my boots. I wouldn't take nothing. I can't compete next to a Kennedy. I'm, hung like a pimple. So I said, forget it. Never going to happen. Anyway, Fast forward the story, beautiful Karen Bernstein, she was going out with David Lee Roth, allegedly. Like I slipped that in. And allegedly, I hear other stories about Roth that he goes the other way, allegedly. And I don't care because he's the best fucking frontman out there. Doesn't matter about Roth. But Roth, and I saw this at the Palladium, Roxy and one of the main owners of the Palladium looked like Benjamin Franklin. Roth was in the staircase. Deborah Harry was in the staircase. Benjamin Franklin was in the staircase. Roth saw me and Ryan coming his way, and he was smiling. I had a couple of Roth situations. And Ryan and I, had a fold in his hand. I don't know what was in the fold, allegedly. And he went like this. A little impersonation. The fold. And then me and Ryan went up, hey, Dave, how you doing? Like this. And Dave went like this. Hey, how you doing? Like this. Cheap bastard wouldn't share anything. But anyway, I don't know what it was over there, but that's a real story, an encounter. Another encounter, when I went to LA, I saw Roth leaving Crazy Girls.
Okay, that checks out.
Leaving Crazy Girls, walking out by himself, and I go, there's David Lee Roth. He had short hair. This got to have been around grunge took over around this time.
Yeah, he had the bob cut. And
he had a short haircut.
94, 95.
Carol Brady, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you guys. And then he's walking out. And he's like walking out, like waving to people, like the photographers, but there's nobody in the street.
Correct.
Was waving to nobody.
That checks out too. Yeah.
These are true stories that I've experienced. Now, allegedly, I heard rumors about him going the other way from an alleged person that was really close to him that played with him, allegedly. And he said to me, point blank, blank is an effing blank. And I'm like, no, I didn't know. He goes, yeah. He is. I'm like, I didn't know that. And we all looked at each other, the guys that I was with, and we allegedly just went, what do we say now?
Oh, okay, so I'm not going to say who that is. I know who you're saying implied that.
Did I say it the right way that I don't get nobody in trouble?
Yeah, so that person, their voice change is so interesting to me because in the late 70s, early 80s, that person's voice is like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? And then in the 90s and 2000s, that person just sounds like a cigarette. So they're like, hey, how's it going? And so you're kind of doing the 70s, 80s voice on much later than that encounter. I see. I haven't spoiled anything, right? We're on point, Adika, with not giving out any identities.
Did he leave the show again? He left his own show?
My internet's like crap. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, go on, Darren. I apologize.
I'm just saying you did in a later era story on an early impression before that person's voice became like this.
Yeah. No, the voice was a little, when he told me the story, the voice was like that.
Really? Oh, so is he like Michael Jackson?
You don't know who I'm talking about, right?
I know who you're talking about.
Oh, you know who I'm talking. Okay.
Yeah.
But did I do it right?
You could just say the person's name and say
I'm not
allegedly.
saying nothing. Allegedly, I got enough problems. I lose fans. I yell at people. I got enough. What do you want? Ruin my show? I finally got to 11,000 subscribers, Chuck. Please don't let me burn the village now.
I think this
would
would
just ruin your village. Okay, anyway.
I don't have a village. I've got a tent. I've got the tent in Seattle with the homeless people.
Honestly, I got to tell you guys something. Talking to you guys is a lot better than talking to somebody on Frontiers Records. You guys are a blessing. It's great. It's great. Allegedly.
Unless it's Vito Bratta.
You know what? Vito Bratta, I love to talk to.
Have you had him on the show? I'd love to. He's like a mystery guest. He can't.
I want to
do a lot of interviews, does he?
No.
Eddie Trunk, maybe. It's like Vinnie Vincent. That's another one that I was like, that would be so interesting to talk to him. I have a lot of questions.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so let's go back. So the Roth book right now, everybody, I'm getting crazy because I'm so excited. I'm with Darren.
You're crazy from the heat?
No, hold on. Hold on.
Can you play that song?
You're such a Shecky Green.
Okay.
Like, as a rim shot?
Yeah.
He's incredible. He's incredible. Everybody, Darren's in the house. Give him a round of applause. Welcome, Darren. Okay, now check it out. Get Darren's book. I want you guys, links are down below. Click on it, buy it on Amazon, and if you buy it, I got a link. I get a little shekels out of it too. That's right. I get some money out of it. You like it? I'm hustling.
What? I didn't have that deal with him. What?
He didn't make the deal. You just I know how I'm a Jew. I find ways to make it.
This is like a Jew discrimination, anti-Jew discrimination, like a non-Jew discrimination.
We do it all. We'll talk about all the guests that we love and whatnot. But anyway, in the meantime,
can I rudely
Oh,
interrupt you?
someone's got to contact Vinny for me.
Yeah,
when I see in this chat room, Mitch Weissman, is that the Mitch Weissman who's in Beatlemania? Who
hold on a second there, Darren. Darren, you hang with Adika. Adika brings you the real deal. That is Mitch Weissman.
Wow.
Kids are people too. The Beatlemania, the Paul
Legend.
McCartney. He's a legend. He's wonderful. He's my friend, Mitch. Would you stop, Mitch? Before I block you, Mitch, you help Adika out first. All right.
He already said me. He already said me.
I'll send Mitch. If you want to come on, I'll send you a link right now. Let me know.
I'll trade you the Vinny Vincent contact for the Dice Clay.
Can I tell you guys something really quick? Mitch Weissman means so much to my life. It's because I used to work at Circus Magazine. My friend Corey Leventon was friends with Mitch. Oh, there he is. Hey, Alf, good to see you. Hey, Steph. Hey, news about I know, but I'm not allowed to talk about it yet. But I'm gonna try to do something special. Try to get Gene on the show and members only for you. Only for you. Alrighty. Okay.
Did you ever have Craig Gass on? You might as well get.
I had Craig on. I had Craig. I seen him at the. Hold on. Look at this.
He's so funny.
Look at this.
Did you ever post that?
I seen him. I got one of these. You know what this is?
Oh, that's so cool.
You know what this is? The golden ticket that they gave.
Yeah.
At the end of the garden show.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Eric Singer sent it to me because.
How much are those going for online? Like $2,000?
I was backstage. I don't know what the hell I was doing.
Even the used ones you can buy, you can sell them for like $2,000 or something.
You know what? I have a bunch of stuff that you trust me. Oh yeah, that I went.
I'll get you out of the tent.
Yeah, I need to get out of tent. Okay, now back to the show. Really quick, I'm getting all sidetracked. I'm very excited because I got Darren here. Darren interviews all the big guys, and I love his show, and I really watch it. And you know what's good about Darren? He doesn't stay on long like me. And I learned from Darren. I cut my show shorter now because who wants to? This is special. This is what I do in my members only. I'll stay long. I'll talk to the guest. After any guests watching this, they're never coming on my show again. I don't care. I don't care if Mike Tramp comes on my show. I saw you. I wanted to reminisce. I wanted him on my show. I wanted to be nice. I wanted to talk about yesterday. He's a bullshit David Lee Roth. Now, that's it. He's what the children cry. I want to see him and Vito. That's what I don't want to see him alone in acoustic guitar. And Frontiers Records, don't say nothing bad about them. They make you an offer you can't refuse. You know that.
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it. Allegedly. Don't say nothing bad.
You're a great guy, and John Friedman, you're a great person.
They're the best. They're the best. John Friedman, you're so wonderful.
He is. He is. You just haven't had the right conversation. I think with John Friedman, I'm giving you the lay of the land. I'm helping you with this one. The way that Frontiers feeds their PR team is they go, hey, this artist only has 15 slots on these days, and that's that. So the thing is, if you don't get that original press day or two, you then reach out again and you go, do you have any other slots? And then usually they'll forward you to management. And management goes, of course.
You know, times management has said they rejected me, and I've seen these artists do. People had 200 subscribers. So you know what I say?
That's true, though. I don't think it's.
I say screw all those people. Chuck, do you screw those people with me? Chuck, come on, get them. The people, screw those people. The people.
I will help you out with one or two of these if you tell me who, if I can.
Freeman's helped me the most. Like I've gotten half my guests from John Freeman. Like I don't know. He likes me, I guess.
I like John. Simple as that.
He's pretty he's pretty responsive.
All right, Zandra, for you. All right, Zandra. John, hold on, John. You're great. Come over for Passover dinner at my house anytime you want, wherever you live. I'll come fly to you.
He's one of the better publicists, to be honest with you. Like, there's a lot of other ones that don't respond at all, or they'll respond to every 10th inquiry you ask them, and you're like, what? Like, I sent you 9 messages. Why did you not respond to the other? And then they'll try to pitch you some crappy guest, and you're like, no.
Yeah, Stefan, have you ever thought of having any of the guys that Bruce Kulick played with? I think all of them play in a couple different bands. A piece. They're great. Cindy, they're all great. I'm friends with everybody.
You had Bruce himself on, right?
Actually, Todd Kern's great bass player, and I actually played with Todd. He plays everything. And Brent Fitz, another guy I got to play with. They're in Slash's band right now, too, those guys. But Brent Fitz is a big coffee guy. So Cindy, I am going to have
with Karabi in Union.
Yeah, they all were in Union and all that.
With Chris Jericho in Childhood, basically, right?
But I will have them on. I will have them on the show. They're great, you know. Thanks for the content, Neil. Hey, thanks. Hey, Neil, I didn't know you, but subscribe to everybody's channel. Thanks for being here. What Cindy's saying over here, they sell them on Kissline. They're not a couple of great. Oh, you're talking about this, right? Yeah. Oh, there's one of the passes that I had. This was a black metal one for the first night. It's a cat. And then the second was a chrome one. But anyway, that's for the Kiss people out there that they know about that. But okay, back to you guys and me kissing you guys. You guys got great shows, and everybody out here watching, I want you guys to do one thing. Check these guys out. Subscribe to both of them. They're really cool cats. As much as I'm bullshitting and making fun of people, I'm only joking around. I love all the PR people. I'm just not going to kiss ass. That's it. And don't treat me, you PR people watching, don't treat me like Stephen Fetchit here, okay? Because I'm not, okay? I'm not no Stephen Fetchit. I played with Eddie Van Halen, Dee Dee Ramone. I was in LA Guns for 3 weeks. I was the 20th and a half bass player out there. So don't mess with me. Tell him, Darren. All right, so yeah, look at that face, right? Look. Yeah.
Were you in Alice Cooper too for like a day?
I was in Alice Cooper for a short time. Yeah, I actually did his corporate parties. When Chuck Wright left, I came in and Chuck Garrett was playing with Dio. And then at that time I was hot. Duff wanted me to play in his band. Alice Cooper, the Glam Nation guys, we were doing that. And then I was playing with Dee Dee Ramone. And what do? I picked Dee Dee Ramone because he's an original founding member, wrote all the songs. And what happened? Dee Dee died. And that was the end of my career. Now I do a podcast and I'm kissing ass to John and Mike Tramp and to whoever doesn't want to. Oh, and the Extreme people, that mess of a sham publicist, that Extreme, don't. You get the best interview, Chuck. It's great. And then you can't post it. You got to wait. What the hell's wrong with that publicist? Tell the Extreme publicist to
it wasn't the
get a job
publicist.
at Taco Bell.
It was the management.
Oh, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. You did a great interview.
And then they said, she told him, she goes, hey, you guys made him take it down. You said you would share it, and then they never shared it.
Ridiculous. Anybody?
Okay, if I can butt in and support what Chuck is saying right there, the publicist for Extreme, who I interviewed for my book, is salt of the earth, amazing human being material. The management for Extreme not only turned me down, but told me not to use my old Gary Sharon interview for the book. So Extreme's management, I do not think highly of that gentleman and what he stands for, and nothing but yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take it back. It's not the publicist. So Extreme publicist. I am sorry. It's the management. I'm just Extreme publicist. I'm sticking up for Chuck because he did a good.
Well, here's the thing: is like what happened for people who don't know is that I did this interview and we talked about the new record, and we didn't play any of the music. I just talked about the song titles and some of the descriptions of the songs and maybe a couple lyrics. And it was only like a 20 or 30-minute interview, and they said you revealed too much about the record. We need to take it down. And I was like, I've been reading rock magazines since I was, like 13 years old. They always talk about the record. They always talk about the song titles and the lyrics. This is not we're promoting the record. We're building a buzz about it. And so I don't know. It was an interesting strategy. I don't know if it worked. Maybe they sold 5 million records because. And
Aaron, what do you know? You're a private eye. Do they sell anything? What do they got there? And tell us what the stats on their record.
Extreme has always done very well internationally and overseas. They've had more hits than the average person realizes. They do really well. But I was so pissed off about this. Gary won't speak to you. No members are available, etc. And you're going, so what does Extreme have to do with Van Halen? Not only did Sharon replace Hagar in Van Halen, but Extreme opened up for David Lee Roth on one of his tours. And then in general, they were diehard fans of the band. So I think Extreme knows a lot about Van Halen. And Nuno and Gary do interviews with everybody.
Except me. Except
me and you.
I got the management declined. I got declined. Let me tell you some management. Extreme. Go there. Take that. Extreme management. Decline these nuts, you idiots.
If I can say a funny thing about Extreme, and I do think this is really funny. Coming up on the Long Island punk ska scene, there's a song on that latest Extreme album that was written by somebody I knew from the ska scene. Called Beautiful Girls, not the Van Halen song called Beautiful Girls, but Extreme's Beautiful Girls. It was written by the drummer of a ska band on Long Island that I grew up with before he became Ryan Cabrera's drummer and all these people's drummer, Jordan Plosky. So this is a case where you know that the song originated outside of the band.
Oh, I didn't
So-
know that. That is a good song, though.
So anytime you hear that the song was written by Extreme, maybe you have to look to see, was it really written by Extreme?
Yeah, because I think I talked about that on my interview with him.
Really?
And I told him, I said, "Oh, that's a good song. Maybe you use that in a beer commercial or something." He didn't tell me it wasn't that they didn't write it.
So they didn't write. You know what? You're good, Darren. You're good, Darren. Extreme didn't write the song.
That song is a
Ooh.
big-
Look at the songwriting credits and tell
Oh.
me who Jordan Plosky is, who he played in Satellite Party with Nuno and Perry
I'm still an
Farrell.
Extreme fan. I'm actually going to go see them with Living Color next week. I'm still a fan. I don't care.
But you know what? I only know one song, so I don't care either.
They're
You
good
know?
Are
musicians.
you talking about Living Color or Extreme?
Both.
No, I'm talking about Extreme for Chuck, because he
Oh,
said he's going to go see.
Extreme Live is fantastic.
I've
'cause
never
Nuno-
seen them. I've been a fan. I like their music.
Nuno doesn't have awkward stage poses like
No,
Sean.
Nuno looks great. Nuno's great. You know what? But he always looks stoned in the interview. Like he's like
I don't know about that one.
allegedly. What do you mean?
I
You don't
don't
know? You know
don't know.
something. Is he? I said he looks. It's my opinion. Does he allegedly? You think allegedly he might like?
What do you think?
I don't know, but instead I would talk about with Nuno. Why haven't we heard any of those songs that he wrote with Steve Perry from Journey?
Thank
And
you,
wasn't he
Cindy.
writing with Steven Tyler?
Wow.
Like, what's in the Nuno archives?
And what, Stefan? What do you think of Nuno's outfits?
His outfits.
Yeah, his
You
way he dresses.
want me to be honest, or
yes.
for
Curious.
Tara and Cindy, and even you know what, and this is even for Debbie Mole, even if she hates my guts, she's still family to me in this show. For the girls that love me, ask me that question again.
You want me to ask you?
Yeah, ask me again.
What do you think of Nuno's clothes, outfits, jewelry, decor, hairstyle, his style?
I never thought about him before in my life. I don't even know what he looks like. What do you mean outfits? What does he wear?
Let's get a picture.
Show me a picture. Do you have a picture? Can you put it up here? Can you?
I don't know
can
if
you-
I can. I think I can.
You're morphing more into Dice Clay. You know, when Dice Clay walks around and he goes, "Do you want a picture with the face?"
You want a picture with the face? You know, I think Nuno's a very good-looking guy. I think he has great hair. I think he does have charisma. I mean, you can't take that away from him. The only thing I don't like about Nuno, because I think I think he gets a little too. He looks a little, you know, I can't see his eyes.
I don't
He looks
know
he's a
about
little
that.
Cheech and Chong in it sometimes. That's the only thing, because I'm not a smoker. I can't smoke. I'm too neurotic. If I smoke weed, you know what happens to me? I think too much, and it's
Yeah.
not good for. It's not good for me. It's just not my thing. But I think Nuno's great. I think he looks great, and he's lean. I don't know the outfits he's wearing. Now I'll tell you about outfits. Lenny Kravitz. I love Lenny Kravitz. I think Lenny Kravitz. It's gone a little too extreme. I think he's a little too much at his age to be looking like
It's
that.
gone a little too extreme, like the band Extreme, or a little too extreme
Oh,
as an
yeah, there you
adjective?
go. Oh, that was good, Chuck. You could do the same. Oh,
work?
this is great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I put it up there. That's great. I think he looks
That's
great.
kind of stoned, actually.
He looks stoned, but I think he looks like a rock star. I think he looks great. Ladies, put your comments down below. What do you think about that? Chuck, this is so cool that you could add stuff in here for me. That's great. Wonderful. I think he looks cool. You know what? Now I'm an Extreme fan because he looks like a rock star. Hold on, you guys. Extreme Management, I'm sorry. You guys are the best. The best. These guys are schmucks. They got nothing, no subscribers. Me. Let me tell you something. I need get me Nuno. I like Nuno. Okay, I love you. Okay, back to my show.
Can I feed back into that, Adika? You know who Nuno's been playing with as a guitar gig besides Extreme, right?
Yeah. He
Rihanna.
was
He's been doing that for a long time. So if you go, but Rihanna's management, I love you guys. I love Rock Nation or whoever's handling. I love what you do. Dorothy's a fantastic artist. If you do that, you might get some good interviews.
Yeah,
I'd
you
like
know
to get
what?
Rihanna on the show. That'd be fun.
There it is. There's Mitch Weissman. The Adika is killing it. I love Nuno and Julian Lynn's Carmen Police Cup. Hey, Mitch, didn't he do Imagine with Julian too? That's a bucket list. I want Julian on my show.
Yeah, you've been saying that one for a while. I feel like that's attainable.
Yeah. Well, look at this person right here. I've seen better. Sylvia, you don't like Nuno or me or Darren or Chuck? Be clear over here. We got to know. I think he's good.
He's also an incredible drummer. Did you ever see Nuno play Hot for Teacher live? He's done that with Steel Panther.
Oh yeah.
No, that sounds amazing.
No, he's a great musician. He's a great musician. Okay.
Great player.
Now back to this David Lee Roth book over here. Did you get to hang with David Lee Roth ever?
Just that 2003 phone interview, but I definitely got close with a lot of people who worked with Roth.
So and how was Roth to you? Was he nice to you?
He was in full Diamond Dave mode on the call, so he was very nice. But I can imagine the second he hung up the phone and became real David Lee Roth, it was scary.
Now let me. Did you get any heat? Crazy from the heat from writing this book, or did they authorize you to do this, or they could come after you? What's the deal?
I gave them creative control, or offered it rather, and I said, if Dave wants to participate, if he wants to read it and tell me everything that's wrong, if he wants to add stuff, he wants to contribute in any form, feel free. And I reached out 4 or 5 times, and they didn't even say no. They just ignored it, because the way that Dave operates is there's one manager who's also his accountant and his travel buddy and all that, and you go through her, and no means, hey, we're just not responding to you. They call you when they want you.
They call you.
So
okay.
I did my due diligence there. I knew they wouldn't participate, so I went, okay, I'll talk to everybody so I can get the story. And had he just talked to me, it would be a very different book, more positive. But instead, you talk to people like Rocket Rashad and the people who just don't care and will tell you what really went on, who don't care about their NDAs and give you the real history.
Yeah. Look how he's so great. Look at him. He's like, I used to call you Dan Radichuk, but Darren's really he's professional. Darren, I just wish I was a little more like you. You're good. You're good at what you do.
It's the opposite. You are great at what you do, hence you holding on all these years as a musician and now talking to people and evolving and having the same friends that you did 30 years ago, the Eric Singers and the Derek Sherinians that you're close with. How many of us are friends with those guys?
I'm glad you mentioned Derek Sherinian, because you know what? Hold on a second.
You have to text him back?
No, hold on a second. Let's see if I could if Derek will pick up really quick. Let's just see. Right, hold on. I'm gonna call him up right this second.
He's a hero.
What are you doing these days after he got booted out of Dream Theater?
I'll send him the message.
I only said positive things about Derek Sherinian.
Hold on a second. Get Derek Sherinian, Dream Theater, Sons of Apollo. Nice guy.
Kiss off stage
behind the curtains. Catering guy. Yeah, he's on Kiss Alive 3 album. But he's not answering. Okay, he's not answering. Derek is on the Kiss Alive 3 record, but the catering got credit before he did. He's on the True story. Yeah, that's true. Yes, Darren, I'm not lying.
Funny.
My stories are not made up. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up. Everybody, in the meantime, we got Darren, we got Chuck, these 2 great guys, all joking aside, me going on my rants. I don't mean harm. I just got to clean this up a little bit because I feel a little bad now. I'm Jewish and I got Jew guilt kicking in.
It's Shabbos. It's almost Shabbos.
It's almost Shabbos. Anybody I offended, I'm joking. It's just for me to get a rise out of everybody. And I just really please don't get offended by me. This is how I'm offended. Don't get offended. But do me a favor. If you hate my show, make sure you love these 2 guys' show.
Aww.
They're great people. Darren and Chuck, really, they got a lot.
I'm only like 95,000 short of 100,000.
Dude, you're gonna get there. But okay, now let's play. Since we talked about Derek has a new band out there, and I want to go talk about this band. I don't know if you know Whom the Gods Destroy. Have you heard about the band? Have you guys heard about his new band? Oh yeah, but there is another Whom Gods Destroy, and I want to know which god does it better. Here's the first gods right
There's
here.
2 of the same.
Yeah, they got 2 names.
Like 2
One might
guns and 2 great whites, and
one god might be giving up the throne. Okay, check out this god right here. If this is an old. Now these are real gods, you guys. I gotta shut the music off because we're gonna do this together, you guys. These are the gods of the gods.
The guy doesn't have teeth. What?
Gods.
If he was a god, he'd get teeth.
Now that's a god. If that ain't a god, then I'm a goddamn idiot. That's a god. Darren, don't get crazy, Darren. Tell me you don't love those gods, Darren. Okay.
Love it.
You love
Love
it.
He's the god of the dentist.
Look at that soul. Come on. This is God. This is godly stuff, you guys. I got more. We got more gods coming. Look at that. Look at that. Now you guys are professionals. I got to ask you guys a question. Are they good? What do you guys think?
I
Darren?
didn't know what's that reality
Wait,
show?
hold on, Chuck. Wait, Darren, are you being for real or are you being you like it? You like what you hear?
My musical taste has really evolved since writing this book, and I want to listen to almost no Van Halen whatsoever. And I want to listen to whatever doesn't sound like Van Halen. So it sounds good to me.
It sounds good to you. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm glad you're here. Now you can't see what gods are playing right now, right? You can't see them, but you hear the gods, right?
Yeah, it sounds like "Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter" by Iron Maiden.
Okay, you know what? You're right. Okay,
Yeah, you're
now,
right.
okay, now you're very right. Okay, so that's God A, and I'm going to mix the gods up a little bit because I don't want you guys to get the gods all mixed up. These gods are taking over the airwaves. It's going to be huge. All right, Chuck.
With a Y.
Okay, this is the best show. I'm having so much fun with you guys. Thanks for spending some time with me. Okay, hold on. Now we got some more gods coming your way. Now, I don't want to give it away, okay? We're going to play you some God music. Okay? So, how's that sound? How's that guitar tone? You like that guitar tone?
I like it, but I see going in a prog direction that I'm not going to like.
You don't like prog?
I am getting prog. I'm getting more proggy as I get older, but
Oh, that's a good guitar.
What's that, Chuck?
That's good guitar. Who is that?
Hold on, I'll tell you. Is that guitar? Is that what's that?
Is that Bumblefoot?
Let's see. Or do you have this over here? You got this God right here.
There's Bumblefoot.
Oh, you called it. Is Jeff Scott Soto the singer too, or?
So, which God does it better, you guys?
I like Fuck Dynasty or whatever they're called.
That's not Jeff Scott Soto. New singer, Derek Sherinian, Dino. This is all new stuff, guys. There's a drummer. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure he's somebody famous. You got over here. You got Bumblefoot. You got Dino, Sherinian, or you got.
Is this
gods.
an exclusive? Is this the first?
This is all you got. The gods from the street. Which god will destroy?
First one,
Which
actually.
you like the first one better?
Campy. It's fun. It's like it's unique.
The first one's unique. Darren, which one would you say?
I like them both for different reasons. I don't know. They're different kinds of hard rock, and an ignorant person would call those both metal, but they have nothing to do with each other. One's more catchier than the other. One's more skilled than the other. You know. One's
more skilled. Now these gods here. He's looking at you. Look. This is good. This is the type of music that your friend Kevin listens to. I bet you, Chuck. Look.
Why did they zoom in on the missing tooth? I feel like the cameraman is fucking with us.
You got that god, or you got this god right here, right here. One god looks like he hasn't taken a shower, and this is a very clean god right there. That's what I see over there. Which god do you guys like? I want you guys to pick it. And in the chat, I'm asking you guys right now. That's Whom the Gods Destroy, I believe. It's a new band with Derek Sherinian, Bumblefoot, but then you got another god. So tell me which god does it better. Put it in the chat.
Is the other one
watching the show?
Is the other one still together though, or is that like a?
I don't think they really play as much. They still have the name, they have a website, but they're willing to bow down to the other gods. They don't want to, Yeah.
You can buy them out for like.
I guess you could buy gods. It's like McDonald's. There's gods everywhere. You know, it's basic.
I totally related, but not what you're asking here. I love the Derek flex of looking straight ahead with the two keyboards at the same time, but looking at neither of them. He's playing the two keyboards like this.
Yeah, he's looking at his arms. He's looking at his biceps.
He's genius.
Yeah.
Any band who has a keyboard player who can do that, I'll listen to it, even if they are prog.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Derek is a very talented guy. He's very excited about this project. He has a lot of stuff coming on, but you got a little gods going on over there. And then you got another band that's coming hitting the stage right here. And I got to ask you guys about this band right here. It's a big project. Where are they? I don't even know where they are. I can't find them anymore. All right, forget it. Art of Anarchy, another band with Bumblefoot and Shirini. Not Shirini.
Bumblefoot's busy.
Bumblefoot's all over the place. He's like changed his band like I change underwear. The guy, you know,
you change your underwear every 9 months.
Every 9 months, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, Mitch Weissman, he likes Derek's group. All right, there you go. So, yeah, what do you guys think about Art of Anarchy? What about that thing?
I haven't heard that one.
I feel so bad for them because the first record they did with Scott Weiland and it ended in a lawsuit. Then they go, we're not going to make that mistake again. And then the second record they do with Scott Stapp, they get another troubled guy who sold millions of records. And then the new record, who's the singer of the new band? Is it Dino also?
Of Art of Anarchy?
Yeah.
Jeff Scott Soto's now the singer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So they picked an easy to work with singer.
Yeah. The two kids, I think they're from the Kids. I don't even know. I met them one time.
So what's the difference between Art of Anarchy and Sons of Apollo? Isn't it the same lineup or what?
That's why you are the host of the Chuck Shoot podcast. You really do your homework. That's a great question right there.
If it's the same singer and guitar player and keyboard, wait, what is different? I don't get it.
You know what? I should call Jeff Scott Soto up and ask him. Let me see if he'll answer the phone.
I know the answer unless you want to spoil it.
No, you tell me then.
So the guys in Art of Anarchy, it's these twin brothers who are the guitarist and the drummer. And then I think it's the other members of the same.
Wow.
Okay, but if it's like the same singer and the same guitar, I mean, that's like, for some bands, like the only original member is the drummer, but this is like you got the guitar player and the same singer. That kind of is the band. The rest is the rhythm section, right?
So. Well,
yeah, I mean,
kind of, unless you're talking about the songwriting, I guess.
I'm afraid to say anything because I have friends in bands and I don't want people to get fired. I mean, dude, I got Karabi mad at me. I got this one mad at me. I do a show. That Daisy doesn't ask me to play bass.
And all these, so many people are in so many different bands. Tracy Guns I cannot keep up with how many bands he's in. I don't know.
He plays in a lot of bands. Wait, hold on, because you did your homework with Jack Russell. I can't go that deep like you. I just go and turn it on. I do a couple of blurs and that's it. And I just want to know stuff. What is this band? They didn't write that song, the Tracy Guns song and Jack Russell. They didn't write the song together. They just
no.
Together.
They didn't. Yeah, it was like, what's that guy's name? Alexandria DeVecchio or whatever.
Who's that?
He's like the guy that is in charge of. Is it Frontier Records or?
I believe so.
Yeah, he writes a lot of this.
And there's Alessandro and
yeah, he writes a lot. He's like a keyboard player and writes a lot of the material. I think they wrote all of these songs and then they just had Russell and Guns come on and sing and play guitar on it.
I don't know this guy. I thought it was like Laverne from Laverne and Shirley's father. You just named. What do I know? You know, I don't know anything.
Some of these Frontiers albums are very interesting work for hire situations, and then some of them they are writing the material, but it's a work for hire thing.
All I'll say is one thing, Darren. Leave the gun, take the cannolis. That's all I'm going to say.
I have that magnet about 17 feet over there.
Oh, do you really?
From the Vegas Mob Museum where my wife got married.
That's a cool place.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to really quick, everybody. This is Darren. That's Chuck over here. I am Stefan. If it's your first time watching me, subscribe or unsubscribe. I don't give a crap what you guys know anymore. And make sure you at least, right here, Darren and Chuck, check out their show. I'll put links everywhere. You could love them and, hug them and tell them how much you hate me. And anyway, this is another episode of Everyone Hates Adika Live. I think we should do more of these. It's Friday. I think we could do once a month. Let us know, you in the audience, if you guys are watching, let us know if you guys want to see more of this. Spend your lunch break with us, talk about nothing or maybe something or something that's on your mind, or put your comments and tell us something, and I could pick on you and you could pick on me, and we could just pick on each other. And at the end of it all, we could love each other. But in the meantime, check out the links right here. How David Lee Roth Changed the World, the DLR book. All right. My man Darren, he wrote a good book over here. And is it selling? Are you be able to take your wife somewhere?
I'd be able to take my wife somewhere, anywhere, anyway.
Because you're a
anyhow.
private eye, right? You're like Columbo.
Private eyes are watching you. They see your every move.
I love
What's
it.
the next line? Oh yeah, Chuck did the clap. Yeah.
I love. So how long you been married for, Darren? What's going on?
Couple of years.
Oh, so you are married? You're really married?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Making sure. I'm just making
People
sure.
lie about being married.
Some
is that
people
a thing?
do. I don't know. Some people might lie.
I mean, I have the ring next to me, if that helps.
I know, because I know because there's a huge YouTube guy out there that would lie that he had a girlfriend and bring them on the show with him. This is a true story. I'm not one to start rumors, but this is true. I think he's a serial killer, but what do I know? This is a true story. There's a lot of crazy people out there.
Happily married to a wonderful person who supports me talking about David Lee Roth in increments. And then there reaches that period when you've talked too much Van Halen and they go, no more Van Halen, you're maxed out for the day. And then
wasn't she going to go to Vegas with you to go see him live when he was going to do those shows?
Yeah, in 2020, she went to 2 of the shows. We were possibly going to come back for more, and she was going to do that. She was with me when he canceled the most recent residency. She was committing to at least 5 shows. And
you were going to go 5 times, like 5 days in a row?
Hold on. You want to talk to somebody right now? Let me see. I got somebody that beats him. I mean, I got fans. I don't know if people are gonna. I don't know if they're gonna answer right now, but I got a fan that'll smoke him on his. Watch this. Let's see if we can get him on here. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can plug this in. Let's see if
it was a competition.
No, I know a nuttier fan than him. So you're a huge David Lee Roth. You're a fanatic.
Was.
Oh, hold on, yeah, Russell. Hold on. I'm glad you picked up, Russell. You did? Can you hear me, Russell?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm on the air. I'm doing a live show. So let me ask you a question, Russell. How many times have you gone to see Kiss?
A lot.
Like, just give me a number. Don't tell me a lot. A number. A lot. I wipe my ass a lot. Give me a number.
Well, I finished at 414.
414. And at what number did Eric Singer give you a snare drum?
Wait, say that question again?
When you got the snare drum, what was the number of Kiss shows you have seen?
400.
At the 400th Kiss show, which was on the cruise, I was there. You were walking around like you owned the boat. You walked around with Eric's drums like a 6-year-old man. I can take drum. Right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
did.
I didn't. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I did not.
You're on the show. Okay, so anyway, let me ask you a question. I got my friend Darren. He has a podcast out. Really, it's like a real podcast, not like me. He's normal.
No, you're great.
He's a nice guy. He has seen, how many times you went to see David Lee Roth?
Oh, not 414 times or anything like that.
Not 414 times.
No.
So do you think there's something wrong with my friend Russell that went to see Kiss 400? He started young.
Wait, hold on.
What?
You have to give a little bit of a backstory as to why I've seen them 400.
All right, go ahead. You're on the air. Go ahead. Tell us the backstory. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
Here's a time that you guys go get some coffee.
In the Cliff Notes version, when I was 14, I met Gene Simmons. He hooked me up for all Kiss shows from when I was 14 on. So basically, any Kiss show that I went to from when I was 14 and on, I got in for free. Yeah. So it gave me the incentive to go to all these different places because guess what? I was going for free. Mm-hmm. So I would go see Kiss in Poughkeepsie, New York, New Haven, Connecticut, Allentown, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, New York. And then I started traveling, going to Europe, Japan, Australia. And me and my friends, this is what we love to do. So I would get all my friends in, we would go backstage, we'd meet them, get free tickets. So it was the whole ordeal that made it attractive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had a good time.
I'm just saying is we didn't pay for tickets and walk through the door and sit in shitty seats and just leave after the show. It was a whole process. We got taken care of and we hung out with them and we would do things. So it became like,
Okay.
And this is from when I was 14.
Did you go there for the chicks or you went there for the band?
We didn't go for the chicks. We went for the band.
So then how old were you when you lost your virginity?
Well, it was, when I was 14, Kiss came first, and then later on it changed.
See, and that's dedicated, and that's why he walked around recently with the drum. He sleeps in his bed. What's under your bed? What you sleep? What do you have under your bed? Come on.
No, it's not under my bed because that's where I sleep. It's the only storage area I have.
What do you keep under your bed? Tell my people.
I have a snare drum that Eric Singer gave me on my 400th show.
Yeah.
And I also have an acoustic bass guitar that Gene gave me.
Wow.
All right. So okay.
Damn.
All right. I'll call you later. You're a sick man. I love you. I love you.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. I think I know the answer just by what you said, but I'd like to know, because recently there was a debate. Is your friend, the Van Halen guy, the David Lee Roth guy, does he like Sammy Hagar?
Oh, Darren, he wrote a book on David Lee Roth, the DLR book. Do you know about the book?
I do not. Is that the one you told me you got for free and they were really good and really nice?
Yeah, that's right. I got for free. I got better than him. I got PDF. He won't even send me a copy. Cheap fuck. Anyway,
we'll see what we can do. I'm down to my last 2 copies.
I don't want to take anything. Hey, check it out. I got to ask you a question because you're a big music guy, Russell, before I let you get going.
Go ahead.
Whom the gods? Which god does it better? Do you are you into the Sharinian gods or the old gods? Or come on, tell me. Do you know about these bands?
Listen, the only god is the god of thunder.
Oh yeah, that's right. Gene Simmons. Russell, I love you. I'll call you later. Thanks for coming on.
All right.
Quick. All right,
you
buddy.
got it.
Bye.
Later. Bye.
All right, that's my buddy Russell Danica. That's him with Vinnie Vincent right there. There's a picture of him and Vinnie.
Wow.
Yeah. He Russell, I met him actually when I went to Japan with Eric. I met him through Eric Singer, big Kiss fan. Before Keith LaRue, who's the guy who runs Kiss's web, we all went to Japan together. And before Keith was working for Kiss. And, we did those Kiss things, but that's a little part of history. But, we ball bust each other. History. That's right. History. But okay. So now we got your book is out there. People can buy it. Go to Amazon. I put a link there. Is there a place?
Van Halen store also, in case Amazon sells out again.
Okay. So Amazon's been selling out, but is there a place that you give autographed copies or anything like that, or no?
If they mail it to me, we'll figure something out and I'll sign it and send it back. That kind of thing. I've done that for a few people in the UK or elsewhere who couldn't easily get a copy. So, good. Good deed goes unpunished.
No, that's good. You're a good guy. You're a good guy. And Chuck, when's your book coming out? How I became friends with Adika. That's the book.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually am working on a book, but I stopped because I don't think anybody cares. I mean, people don't care about the podcast, so they're definitely not going to care about a book. So
you got some good stuff. I like your podcast, and you're really good. The only thing I'll tell everybody, and I don't know, I'm always just tweaking it out. I just think people's attention span is not there for the long episodes, so I take my long ones and I chop it up for YouTube. And for the people who love me, I put it in the members only. It supports the channel. You don't get rich of it, but people don't realize all the work that we put into this when you're editing and even the research. I mean, I come out here like a lunatic, but you have to research, you have to dig deep, and then editing. I'm up to like 5, 6 in the morning trying to make it look good, make it look better. You're researching, people don't realize the work we put into this. It takes away from your family, from, your time. And, it's a lot of work. So I don't know. I don't know the answers to succeed or to get more subscribers, but I think you got to be you and me. I'm obnoxious and I love being that guy and I'm never going to change. And that means it's Friday and excuse me 1 second. And this is how I feel. If you like it, then love it and like it, but don't bother me. Don't give me your problems. Just go buy a cup. That's it. I don't need this. I don't need that. Just watch the show, enjoy what I'm doing. Do you know how hard I work? My wife's upstairs sometimes in the bedroom yelling, Stefan, are you ready? No, I'm trying to edit John Karabi saying that Nikki Sixx wants to see him burn in hell for the 100th time. Just stop, everybody. Stop. Just
those the lyrics to Crazy Crazy Nights by Kiss, that nobody's going to change me. This is who I am. Were you doing that speech or were you
no? I don't even know the words. I'm not.
That's
even
probably like 500 songs.
The music I like, to be honest with you, the stories and music I like. The fans of that music, they're all dead. Nobody's even alive anymore. I like stuff from the 50s and doo-wop, and that generation is gone. But I like doing it on Artist on Record here because I want to keep the memories alive. It's for me personally, I'll pick out certain people that nobody even cares about, but it's something, it brings me back to my childhood. And when
Mhm.
I was a little kid, I'm going to be serious. When I was a little kid, I would stare at a couple of records, Meet the Beatles, and my parents were divorced, and I wasn't into sports, and I'd stare at these records and read the credits, and I felt like I had a friend in these records, and I would get to lose myself because I'd get, I just didn't have a lot of friends when I was a little kid. And then when I got older, I got friends, and then I became obnoxious, and then I chased them all away, and now I'm alone again. And I got my wife, and she's wondering what the hell did I sign up with this schnook for. But anyway, and then I found you two. So if she throws me out, I'll be sleeping at your doorstep. But anyway, you know what? It's a lot of fun doing this show. It's therapy for me. The one thing I don't like doing is hurting people's feelings. I just like having a good time. So that being said, anybody today who's watched the show and got mad at anything I said, I really don't give a shit. No. I don't really
That's
care.
why I got annoyed with David Lee Roth to go 85 conversation topics ago. So David Lee Roth was a couple of weeks ago putting out these podcasts where he's horribly bad mouthing Eddie Van Halen,
Yeah.
and Wolfgang and Alex and all that. And he did this fake intro where he goes, "And I'm really sorry if I offended anyone," and then fuck you, like that kind of a thing. And he went, "Oh God." So no humility about any of
Yeah.
this. Okay,
No,
you're
no,
still
I don't
Diamond
want to
Dave.
hurt. I don't want
I
to hurt nobody. I don't like that.
I took him to task on that because he was remembering these things incorrectly and stirring up all this drama over facts that were incorrect. Now, when you do it, I could tell it's the old Brooklyn in
Yeah.
you and the Howard Stern influence and the dice and all that. And I get it. It comes from a place of love. When Dave does that, it does not come from a place of love. It comes from this resentment over not getting credit for stuff.
You know what? It's so crazy. The Daily Roth thing and Eddie, they have it's a weird. They had the best chemistry. It was the best band. Then something in the middle went wrong,
Yeah.
and there's all this hatred. But I will say this:
Yeah.
they were great. They worked great together, and you could never take it away. I mean, we all get older. We all get kookier. We're not even Muhammad Ali wasn't the same in the ring. There comes a time you got to step away from it and just bow out gracefully. And it's funny when we say the Howard Stern thing. When I worked at Circus Magazine, my friend Corey goes, there's a guy on the radio. He's just like you. And I didn't know. And I was like, but except Howard, is Howard. And I'm like, I'm a dollar short a day late type of guy. But you know what? This is who I am. And, and the Dice thing is just, it's a thing from Brooklyn. There's a bunch of guys like us, but Dice changed the world, sold out the Garden. A lot of people, even, who could say they did that? One man to take over New York City the way he did. It's incredible. So you know what? People who changed the game. And I hopefully with this channel, I could do something and change the game in my way. Or like, and you guys too, you guys are doing a great job on your podcast. Both you guys are, all kidding aside. And for me, any fans that get mad at me and all that stuff, I'm only doing things, never mean to hurt anybody. And anybody got a problem with me, I'm really easy to talk to. I wear my heart on my sleeve. On that note, I think we had a fun time. And I think if anybody wants to see this show again, I think I'd love to do it again. If you guys would want to come in here,
Yeah,
again.
absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Once a month or so, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, not like
Good.
that you got together with a bunch of podcasts. It's like going to a retirement home, Chuck. I don't know where you got those guys, But anyway, I jumped on there. I felt like, should I change my depends now or later? It's like, what the hell? Like, I wanted to ask the guys watching, like, hey, who crapped their pants? Come on, put your teeth in your mouth. It was like the worst. Look at poor Darren. Darren's never going to be the same.
I'm just your energy. I'm just not used to it, and I welcome it. I welcome your high energy.
Oh.
Yeah, these are compliments.
I appreciate it. I wish Rachel Bowen felt like this about me. When he's on here with me, I tell him he looks like Al Pacino. He runs the other way. No, Rachel's a friend of mine. He's a good guy. Guy looks like Al Pacino, right?
Dude, Skid Row is my number one most favorite band in high school. It's so crazy that you're friends with him. Like
He's a good guy. Rachel's a good guy. And
he
Mark
did my
Slaughter.
podcast, and he shared it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa, he fucking shared my podcast.
I'm going to tell you the good guys in the business right now. I'm going to tell you guys. Eric Singer, Mark Slaughter, Tommy Clefettis, great guy. These are the real good guys, okay?
Ryan Roxy?
Wait, hold on. Let me get down here. Wait, hold
didn't
on.
make the list.
Ryan Roxy is good if you tell him he's good. You understand? I used to sleep. Me and Ryan shared a bed together. We had to share girls together. It was a nightmare with the
What
guy.
about Steven Adler? You were roommates with
Steven?
him.
I was roommates with Adler. That's right. I'm
Is
in
he
his
a good
book.
guy? Because Jack
Did you know
Russell
that,
said,
Darren? Did you know that I'm in his book? I'm in Steven and that Adler's.
I read his book a long time ago. I forgot that part of it, but I believe it.
I'm in that book. I'm in Dee Dee Ramone's book, and I can't get Mike Tramp on my show. What's wrong with me?
I think with D.D. King, by the way, does he have the best rap album ever that nobody realizes is out there?
It was. I still got Dee Dee's. Hold on. Do I have it
Chuck,
right
have
here?
you ever heard the D.D. King rap album?
no. Hold on.
Actual lyrics. This is D.D. King on the mic, 120 pounds of dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
look
is it
at this.
150 pounds?
That's from the Kiss show. I got this stuff in my drawer. I was going to send it to Patreon.
That's from the song Funky.
I
think it's
have-
called Funky Man.
I have the last set list of Dee Dee in the rider because I was booked and how much we were getting paid on the show, like $1,200 a show. And when Dee Dee, the Clear the Record straight with Dee Dee Ramone. Are you a Ramones fan, Darren, by
Big
the way?
time, yeah.
Dude, I was a pallbearer at his funeral. I held his coffin. We were best friends. And he wrote that book, Legends of a Rock Star, and he put the dedication, Sid Vicious, my name before Sid Vicious and Johnny Thunders. And when he wrote the book, we got into a fight. I had some pictures. I put everything away because I was cleaning up my drawers. I should have been more prepared. But Dee Dee, if you didn't know Dee Dee, you would think he was like my Bela Lugosi, the movie Ed Wood. He was that guy. And I met him from that booking agent, Artist Worldwide. That at the time,
Chuck Bernal.
Chuck Bernal. And me and Chuck were friends. And Chuck started because I introduced him to Steven Adler. And now he just took off on his thing, Chuck. So Chuck called me up and said, Dee Dee's looking for a bass player. You'd be perfect. So when Dee Dee was in, how I met him, he was in, I think he was like Amsterdam. He called me because his wife was playing and they were fighting all the time. And he called me up one day. Hi. And I go, hi, I'm Stefan. I go, I bet you heard a lot about me. Everybody talks about me. Hello? Like, I was gonna hate. I go, I just killed the gig. I was just like trying to be funny. And then he got in my car when he got into LA, went to rehearse, and I had a 65 Mustang. He goes, I like this. And the first thing on the radio, it was on, he lived by Franklin and La Brea around there. Got in my car and he goes, the Ronettes were playing. And he said, oh my, he's going to be in trouble one day because Phil Spector produced that record. I go, what do you mean? He goes, he pulled a gun out on me. He tried to kill me. I didn't believe him, pulling a gun like he's crazy. He'll be in trouble one day. Fast forward, after Dee Dee passed away, that girl, Lana, that Phil Spector killed.
Yeah.
Well, he pulled the gun and killed her, right? She used to come to the Cat Club and see us play with her crew, the Pumpkin Pie crew. I tried to even pick her up. She didn't go for me. This is when Slim Jim had a club for everybody watching. Cat Club was next to the Whiskey. Down the road was the House of Blues. It was Slim Jim had a club. Thursday nights, it was me, Gilby, Tracy Guns, Slim Jim on drums, sometimes Dizzy Reed and Eric Dover. Play with all these people, Brian May, Billy Idol, all these people would come and jam with us. But anyway, she would come and hang looking for some gold. And poor lady played with the wrong guy. And that's what happened. But Dee Dee predicted it almost. It was so strange. But Dee Dee was a great guy. And he just checked out. He was just in the pot, but I think he didn't want to grow old. And I think he just checked out. The last phone call, I had a tape message from him because I had a fight with Marky Ramone. This is true. This is a true story. I was doing some telemarketing work. So my buddy Kevin, who played with Buck Cherry, and I wish I had the tape. Now Kevin heard it. Only a couple of people heard it. Kevin heard this tape. Henry Rollins heard it because Henry Rollins' personal assistant, Heidi, her husband was playing drums with Dee Dee. He's my good friend, Anthony. So we played the tape. I called up, let me rewind the story. We played the Roseland around the time when the Ramones Hall of Fame. We did a party. And Marky Ramone said something about my mom. He disrespected her. I'm like, fuck that guy. So I had to go back when I wasn't playing music. I had a telemarketing gig I was playing. So me and Kevin Ringen, who was in Buck Cherry, great guy, we were in the cubicle together. I go, watch this, Kevin. I got Marky's, is a dick. He said this about my mom. So I called him up, and I never forget this. I'll never get Marky on my show, and I give two shits for him because he's a fake Ramon. I go, Marky, Al, this is Al Rothstein of Atlantic Records. Who is this? Al Rothstein from Atlantic Records. I'm taping it. Listen, congratulations on the Hall of Fame. We want to give you a record deal right now, but we have to do something here. What do you want? You got to lose the wig. The kids aren't buying it these days. If you lose the wig, we'll give you a deal. Who is this? Getting loud and crazy. Come to your senses. I'll call you back in 10 minutes. Hang on. Right? So Kevin, this is a true story. Kevin, I wish I could get Kevin on the phone right now. I don't know if you guys ever interviewed Kevin. He was playing, but he has a new solo band and all that. Kevin,
what was Kevin's band back in the day?
He had a band called Soul. Then he had American Pearl with Stevie D and Buck Cherry. Kevin's a great guy. Got to check it out. Great guy. Watching you now. Oh, Derek Sherinian. Hey, Derek, he's watching me. I got a text from him.
Derek, big fan. And I love the no look 2 keyboards at the same time thing. Genius.
He's watching me. He's watching me now. So anyway, back to Derek distracted me from my story. I call Marky back. I go, hey, man. I go, Marky, Al Rothstein, whatever name I was using.
Yeah.
Have you come to your senses? You ready to lose the wig? You're nobody. Who is this? You don't mess with a Ramon. I go, I guess not. The deal's off. Hung up. And me and Kevin were laughing. I had a couple of tapes that I erased or lost. That.
Oh no.
That one. Eddie Van Halen leaving me a voice message when I made Derek Sherinian. The only thing Derek Sherinian really has going on is when he posts once a year for Eddie's birthday, that picture of him and Eddie. It's because of me. I make dreams happen.
I didn't say that, Derek.
I say it. Derek, watch this. Derek, I'm the dream maker. I made that happen. Nobody else. Nobody with all the notes. One note, Adika. Got the call from Eddie. Eddie called me. He didn't call it a dead daisy. Karabi called me. I called Karabi. I put everybody on the map. I made you all look good. And you guys shun me? Don't you shun me? Don't you shun me? I gotta get back to my new friends. I don't need you guys, Prague shit and all this. Anyway.
I did not do it. That wasn't me, Derek.
All right. So anyway, I lost those tapes, the voice message. I just, I moved, and then I had some recordings of songs I was writing with Dee Dee, and I lost. I'm so upset. I wish I never cashed the check that Eddie Van Halen wrote me, whatever, $500. That would have been worth more money having his John Hancock. These are little stories with a Deke. I got a lot more stuff. I could tell you about stories about Derek Sherinian's and, getting his, ass lasered and all that shit. But Derek's probably watching. I don't want to fucking upset him and, turn off your audience over here. All right. Yeah, you made me allegedly. I know, everything's allegedly. You did it.
Why did you zoom in on Darren when you said
I don't know because I wanted to get
ass was lasered, and then you zoomed in on Darren's face
because he has a lovable face. I figured to talk about Derek Sherinian's ass, put Darren's face there too.
I didn't do it, and I love the Armenian people like Derek and what they do.
If Derek was on the show right now, how would you do your introduction to Derek Sherinian? How would you? Let me see.
Okay, I would say. Derek, we're off the record. I'm going to keep it 15 to 20 minutes here. I can edit anything out if you want, okay? Okay, we're cool. And then I make sure they're ready and all that. They get the water. Yeah. And then I say, so Derek, aside from talking to fake news media today, how's your day going so far?
I love that intro. You got to do an intro for me so I could add it in my show. I love that. It's so great. Besides talking to fake media like me, how's your day going? It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I think that so many of these interviewers think that it's the first time that these people have been asked these questions before. So if you approach them going, hey, this is fake, right? This is fake. We're all good here. Okay, cool. Now let's launch into it. Let's promote your stuff, hit the marks. And I've got 20 minutes with you. Okay, how about 14? And then you get out of there before they can hate your guts. And I think everyone wins.
I think everybody wins. You know what? Look at Tara. I make my ladies happy. Look, this show has it all from Eddie Van Halen to laser hair removal. Hey, Tara, you want to know about your favorite celebrities' balls? I'll tell you. I might even have pictures, Tara. I can make it happen. If anybody wants to know, join my members only, and I will send you pictures of people's balls and all that great stuff. In the meantime, allegedly, Darren made me say it.
That's
Allegedly,
off brand for me. I don't do that, but that's
Darren,
cool.
you shave your balls, or you're okay now?
Again, off the
Allegedly.
Chuck, I like what
Chuck
you do.
wants to know. Chuck wants to know over here. This is everybody. This is my friend Darren. Darren wrote a book about David Lee Roth. You could get that. And do you think Roth shaves his balls? Is that in the book, or you're not allowed? You'll get allegedly. Does Roth shave his balls? That's what I want to know.
Does he get his ass lasered? Allegedly,
they take the hair from the ass and put it on the head, like hair transplants that went wrong. You see, I could talk about bald people because I'm receding. I got that's why I wear the hat. So I'm allowed. Yeah, I'm allowed to talk about bald.
Did you guys watch that podcast with Bill Burr and John Lovitz yet?
No, I got.
Oh my god. It is so. It's just the two of them roasting each other for an hour. It's fucking hilarious.
I think that's funny.
You got to watch that.
Okay,
I recommend it.
You guys ever get a celebrity or a rocker from the 80s and they're wearing a bad wig and you're just watching the screen and you just want to say, why are you doing this to you? Abusing yourself like this with that fucking skunk on your head? All right, Darren, you go first. Who is the person that you saw with the worst shave? Who did you see with the worst toupee or who?
Next topic. So, let's see. So you played in LA Guns.
No. Come on, for real. Who has the worst wig in rock history? Who would you say? Hum me a song. Don't say the name. Allegedly. Come on. Anybody?
I don't really go there.
All right.
I don't really.
See, Tara says most of them would look better, but I agree. Who do you think wears a toupee and they shouldn't?
Howard Stern.
You think does Howard Stern wear a wig?
Howard Stern's ridiculous hybrid of a thing,
Well, because he's got the gray facial hair and then the jet black
Is that a
hair.
wig? Is that a wig? Is Howard wear a wig?
It's suspicious.
You do not want to say that kind of a thing. You just got to say, dude, you're 70. We don't expect you to have that look to you. Act your age. Come on. Let's
like Joe Lynn Turner. He looks like $1 million. He looks good with the head shave, Joe Lynn.
Yeah, Joe looks great.
Joe's a nice guy.
And huge in Russia. People don't realize how big Deep Purple, they're like Led Zeppelin level, if not bigger, in most of Europe. So when you hear about these private gigs that the former members of Deep Purple do for royal families and all that, that's amazing. There should be books about all the stuff that former members of Deep Purple getting to do.
Like Glenn Hughes, is that why he left Dead Daisies?
I don't know why he left that. I don't know if his contract ran out. Do they sign you to like 3-year deals like you're playing for the Yankees?
What do I know? I'm afraid to say anything. Why did he leave Dead Daisies? Maybe to get, I don't know. I mean, hey, look, if you're a musician and you need to work, Dead Daisies is a good gig. I mean, let's be honest. The guy, the owner, his family owned all the malls or something, the shopping malls?
I don't know if it was that or
allegedly. I'm gonna say everything allegedly. He flies his own plane. He's like Elmer J. Fudd, has a mansion and a yacht. This fucking guy. He flies his own planes. I think he has more money than he paid all these major people to open for them, right? Allegedly, he has more money than whom the gods are. Settle down, Sherinian's band. Like they're going crazy. There's more money than who the god. Look at they're going crazy. Look at Derek Sherinian. Huh? You ever see a face like that? Let's go scope on that. Hold on. Look at this. Right there. Look at this.
So serious.
Oh, look at that guy. That guy had the cleanest balls in Hollywood. Look at him. He's amazing. Amazing. Sherinian is amazing. Look how he stands there. When he had abs and we were working out together, this guy is like, and he still looks good at his age. This guy, Sherinian, they should show more of you right here. Look at you. You're like a mad scientist behind there. The people don't know. Oh, who's in this band? Who's playing bass? I don't even know who's in this band. Look at Sherinian. Sherinian doesn't care who's playing bass. He just cares about, what he's saying in that picture right there? Yeah. Sherinian is saying in that picture, the one guy singing about war, Sherinian is saying, I got the cleanest balls in town. I mean, come on. He's incredible. He's incredible. Incredible. We got to get Sherinian on the show. I can't wait to get Sherinian on my show. There's a lot of good stuff to talk about. The guy is a rock star. He's playing with Joe Bonamassa. He's got Bumblefoot. He plays with the best of the best. I don't know about this automatic thing that Bumblefoot's doing. It's kind of, is it damaging the brand? All these guys and all these different bands. What do you guys think? Chuck, go first.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It depends if people like it. I think they
I
got.
like that stutter. Your stutter you just folded. Is it?
They got to make a living, all right? So they got to pay the bills. That's what you got to do now. You can't just be in one band and then you put out a record every 2 years. It doesn't work that way anymore. You got to be in like 20 different bands and put out a record every 2 months, like Tracy Guns.
Yeah. How about you, Darren? What do you think?
Pros and cons both ways. I think that Chuck is right that you have to earn a living, but at a certain point, you hit that point with too many projects, too many guest spots, and devalues the brand. And I like the rock and roll fantasy camp stuff, but at the same time, some of the people playing it, it's a bad look or a sad look. And I think you have to figure out what's that point where you've devalued yourself too much with too many albums on Frontiers or these different labels.
So you gotta be careful. You gotta pick and choose who you're gonna play with because you don't want to look like,
Yeah, I don't know what the number of albums or cameos that's acceptable is, but you definitely know when it's too many.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Okay, all right. I don't want to chase away there, but we need to have more discussion like this, more open. Darren, who's coming up on your show? Anybody good you got coming up this week or?
Today I taped with Haven Madison from American Idol.
What?
And the filmmaker and the owners of Veselka. Did you ever go to Veselka in New York City?
No, I have not.
Great Ukrainian spot that's been there 50, 60 years. And David Duchovny narrated the documentary. Yesterday was a couple of different professional wrestlers, one of them who's touring with Smashing Pumpkins. So it's kind of like every day there's a new interview, different genre, different category. So
very cool. Very cool. So you have any sneaky big guests that me and Chuck could maybe ride your coattails and try to get them on our show and, ruin it all for everybody?
I literally would have to look at my calendar and tell you.
You're that booked up, huh?
I just don't really think about a lot of interviews before I do them. I know I'm talking on Monday night with Bai Ling. She has a new movie that's out. I might have Jeff Pilson from Dokken, but I think they're asking me to change the time. There's that BMF.
Wait, is that a Foreigner thing? They giving you Jeff Pilson for Foreigner? Because the Foreigner people wrote back to me to have somebody from Foreigner. Then I started wondering, are you going to give me a real Foreigner guy like Mick? Or are you going to give me like Jeff Pilson and I'm going to be stuck on my Dokken when I could just
Jeff is through our friend John Freeman for the Revolution Saints on Frontiers Records, if that happens. So you were trying to get me to burn a bridge for a person I regularly work with.
I can't kiss ass. You know what? Maybe you could disguise your voice and act like me. Hi, this is Stefan. I was drunk on the show. I didn't mean to curse you out and you're all great. I can't kiss ass anymore. I refuse to do it. And I have some people. Who do I have coming on my calendar over here? Let's see. How about you, Chuck? Let me see. I got
a couple in the can, actually.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I got nobody scheduled, though. I got a couple I got to post.
Who do I got over here? I'm supposed to have Steve Brown, but Steve Brown had to move it because of his kid. I'm trying to get Ace Frehley on my show. I get Steve Brown.
I would say you're going to get no, I'm going to fight you on that one. Steve Brown, who I interviewed for the DLR book, he remembers more about making the Ace Frehley album than Ace does.
That doesn't surprise me.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And you should get on David Julian, who co-wrote 10,000 Volts with Steve and Ace. I'm sure he did.
That is a good song. I do like the new song, actually. It's cool.
I think it's a good song. I think I'll get Ace. I think it'll be a fun. I got Alan Niven February 20th and Jack Russell at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. February 24th, we're supposed to have Bob Daisley and Carmine Appice. They're both coming on.
Do you say a piece or a Appice or a Peachy?
Well, it's a piece because Rod Stewart, if you watch my shows where that's what Rod Stewart, we'll call you a piece because the brothers, it's a whole long story. It's in the show. Anybody want to watch it. Then I'm supposed to I sent a link to the Foreigner guys, but they didn't on Tuesday, the 27th at 9 a.m. So I don't know if that's happening or not. Oh, then I'm supposed to have a couple of the guys on March 1st. The two of the guys, the original guys from Kingdom Come. I think, yeah. I had James Kotak on my show, one of the last interviews. Almost didn't have him. He wrote to me. I'm like, yeah, we used to play gigs together. And the poor guy passed away. That's a sad one. He was a nice guy. March 11th, I see on my calendar, Carl Mayer's birthday, my brother-in-law. Carl, happy birthday. If I forget, I said it now, so you got it now. And if I just forget March 11th, The hell with you. Slim Jim Phantom, March 21st, your birthday. Happy birthday. If I forget, I said it now. Don't bother me. Kevin, Chuck Stalker, you will happy birthday, because Chuck won't say it to you. I say it to you. So now you have to subscribe to my channel. Everybody else, Darren, get his book. You like how I just segue into this crazy? I'm out of my mind. Get Darren's book right here. DLR book, How David Lee Roth Changed the World and Changed Darren's life. How much money are you making on this book, huh? How much?
So much.
You're rich. You're like how much? You're like the Dead Daisy guy. You're gonna buy your own plane soon. I love you. I love
Yeah, I'm
it.
hiring Brian Tishy to play drums for me in the very near future.
Don't tell me you know me. He won't talk. Trust me, I ruin everything. And everybody, I want you guys to be on the lookout for this gem right here. Whom these gods are. If you don't know who it is, it's Derek Sherinian. It's Bumblefoot. It's a guy named Dino and some other guys I don't know. And it's
Some other guys.
some other guys I don't know. This is another episode of Everyone Hates Adika. And you want to know why? Because you just watched this show and spent about an hour and almost 2 hours, and now you know why people hate me. But anyway, let's do this again, guys. I had a good time talking with you guys.
Thanks for having.
No,
Thanks
I
for
had a good
having
time.
us. Yeah, it was fun. Good
Yeah.
times.
Anything else you want to wrap it up with, you guys? Darren, Chuck?
Is anybody still here? Is anybody still watching? I
Got
hope this is
15
long.
people. Got
Okay.
15.
Wow, really? Damn, that's pretty good.
It's because everybody wants to hate.
I like it. Well, thanks to everybody who watched. Then I appreciate that.
Everybody wants to hate. So let's clear the air right now.
Okay.
Sum this up. Let's come to a conclusion. John Friedman, I love you. Frontiers Records, best. I love you too. And Darren, really quick. David Lee Roth, gay or nay?
Greatest frontman of all time, and thank you for your support.
Oh, Chuck, you think Deb loves me or not?
Yes.
All right, I think
Who
she does.
couldn't love you?
I love Debbie. Debbie, no matter what, if you're watching the show, Debbie Moeller, I love you, miss you, and I'm glad you're supporting Chuck because he's a good guy. Keep watching him. Now check out Darren's show too. All righty. In the meantime, I gotta say to everybody, my Patreons, my members only, you guys, Tara, thank you, Tara. Thank you for being here, rocking the badge. Cindy, thank you for being here. Love you. Mitch Weissman, where are you? I saw you over there. Thank you for rocking the badge. I saw Cooking with the Kid over there. Cooking with the Kid, he has a channel. But he cooks with Velveeta cheese. You know, it's like crappy food. But he's been watching my show from the beginning. He's a pastor. He's a nice guy. And you wonder why he even likes me. Potty mouth Adika. But anyway, he's a nice guy. And everybody, thank you for all being here. Laurel and whoever I didn't forget. Anybody you guys want to thank or say goodbye to, your wives or people?
Everybody who watched and listened, and yeah, I hope that you and Debbie can work it out. And she's such a great person. She loves you.
She's a great person. Tara right there. Cool people. Cindy. Oh, Zandra. I saw Zandra rocking out here too. Thanks for being here, Zandra. Cindy says March 13th, you could do an Eric show for my birthday, Stefan. Happy birthday, Cindy. Cindy. Happy birthday to you. If I can't get Eric, I'll get you Russell. Don't you worry. I'll get you somebody. But I want to do another one like this with us, guys. Let's pick a subject. We'll pick something we could talk about where I could just burn the village down. You guys help me clean it up. I think it'll be fun.
Sounds good.
Looking forward to that. And thank you for being you. Thank you for supporting me. Chuck, one of the most supportive people that there's ever been of me. And anybody who's still tolerating this filth, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And everybody right here, you can get his book after this ends. There'll be a link right now in the description. But if you're watching the repeat of the show, if you made it that long, click on the link. You'll see pops right up here. It'll be right by Artist on Record, that label. There'll be a link. It'll take you right there to buy the book. And if it's sold out, just write to Darren saying you rat bastard. It's sold out. What the hell you doing? All righty. And until then, everybody, I am Stefan. This is Chuck. That's Darren. Make sure you check these guys out too. I'll put links in here for them. You could subscribe to their channel. And in the meantime, you guys don't go nowhere. I want you all to stay beautiful. Remember, who loves you, baby? We do. I'll catch you all later. Have a wonderful weekend. Make sure to tune in today at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for my new episodes, and tomorrow. And we'll catch you all later, you crazy kids. Remember, those crazy gods. Ugh, I didn't think Derek's piano was going to be that long, you guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, make sure you click on the box you see up here. And remember, as always, who loves you, baby? We do. And I'll see you all later. Mwah. What a handsome guy I am.